Coming up next, right here, only in the Fortminorproject channel, I will be giving you my thoughts and opinions and review of Money in the Bank 2015. You know what's coming up next. Roll that damn intro.
Inside me, a light was turned on. Then I was alive. If you close your eyes, your life, a naked truth revealed. The dreams you never lived and scars never healed. In the darkness, light will take you to the other side. And find me waiting there, you'll see if you just close your eyes.
Alright, so Money in the Bank overall is in the record books. I will be able to tell you exactly how I felt about the show later on in the review, and starting things off where we had the kickoff match between a pretty good match too with R-Truth and Bad News Barrett. R-Truth actually winning, wasn't really expecting that too on top of that, but in the end, R-Truth did win, and Bad News Barrett, I don't really like how they're having him basically getting the losing streak as of right now, so hopefully things will come with a change. Sometimes with a losing streak, there is kind of light at the end of the tunnel, but even though it seems like forever sometimes, and it depends on what's happening, but hopefully things will turn around for Bad News Barrett. Then for the main card, we did have a nice tribute to Dusty Rhodes, who sadly passed away, and seeing a tribute to in Dusty Rhodes was really cool. We had the 10 bell salute, which is really nice, and paying respects to the late great Dusty Rhodes, which is really nice there. And then we had the ladder match, the Money in the Bank ladder match, where we had Sheamus, Roman Reigns, Neville, Randy Orton, Kane, Kofi Kingston, all in this match as well. Could have went to either one, and really great back and forth action. I really enjoyed the Money in the Bank ladder matches, so it's really cool that we were able to have that for the first matchup of the night. And where we had Bray Wyatt actually show up and attacking Roman Reigns when he was just about to win it. I thought he was going to win it too, personally, as well. But Sheamus actually was the winner of this match, and now the Money in the Bank winner. So I don't have really that much problems with that. Ignore the phone. Yeah, it's definitely some interesting there. So Sheamus on the road to now with his heel run, and I'm actually really liking it. So no really complaints there. Then moving on, where we have the next match, and it was for the Divas Championship. It was a good match where we had Nikki Bella and Paige looking to really avenge from the attacking with Nikki Bella not too long ago. And I was hoping Paige would get the win. She nearly had it there, but that damn Toon Magic was able to come about again. I'm actually kind of getting a little annoyed with it. It's happening a little bit too much, and Nikki Bella somehow getting the championship back to where Paige actually won it first. But then we had this whole turnaround, which was really weird and an odd win for Nikki Bella to keep the Divas Championship. So I think we will get to see her still as champion for quite a while. Then we move on to the Intercontinental Championship matchup between Ryback and The Big Show. It was actually surprisingly pretty good. We had the Miz on commentary as well. Ryback and The Big Show doing pretty damn well and showing some interesting stuff there. Ryback doing some new moves in a way, if you will, and trying to get a little creative with this one. So I kind of like what they're doing a little bit with Ryback and giving him more stuff to do. That's just me, but you know, at least he's not really doing nothing, and it's cool seeing him as IC champion. And in the end, we had the Miz getting with the interference a little bit too much here, and look to have that triple threat match like I expect to happen at WWE Battleground, and the Miz and Ryback and the Big Show will probably face each other and fight for the triple threat match and for the Intercontinental Championship overall. Then we had the champion versus champion, Kevin Owens, John Cena 2. I'm sure the 2 as well. We will get to see John Cena and Kevin Owens, maybe possibly in a stipulation match too. I could see that. Maybe even for one of the championships or both titles too. I wouldn't be surprised. Possibly at SummerSlam. where John Cena and Kevin Owens really had a great match. They really pulled out all the stops here, and really, like I said on Twitter, the feud of the summer. We're really enjoying what these two have been doing as of late, and really enjoyable feud. And John Cena was able to tie it up and get the win. Not really mad at that whatsoever. I was kind of expected a little bit, but it couldn't went to either one. So now that the feud is tied, so I'm sure we will have one more match, and that'll be the be all end all. Most likely, who knows? We'll see. Next match where we had the tag team championships, which are on the line between the Primetime Players and the New Day. This one where we had Biggie and Xavier Woods filling in for Kofi Kingston, and this was a good match here. The Primetime Players actually won, so that's dope and awesome there. First time for the Primetime Players, and hopefully they'll keep it for a good while. So I was a little shocked too how that happened. I had to look at it kind of twice, and I was like, holy hell, and that was awesome. So really cool, a nice moment for the Primetime Players. About damn time that they got the tag team titles. And then from there, we move on to the main event, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match between Dean Ambrose and as well as Seth Rollins, where a great match here between the two. We seen a lot of cool spots here where we saw the power bomb by Seth Rollins too on the barricade and all that, and that's sick, insane. A lot of spot, kind of reminiscence of WrestleMania 23 there too by Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, and Seth Rollins on his own, which is cool, which we need to see a little bit more. And in the end, Seth Rollins getting back his WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and I'm sure these two aren't finished yet, and the feud will probably continue a little bit more for WWE Battleground and have a rematch there, so you never know. But overall, that has to do with the pay-per-view. What are your thoughts and opinions? What you liked and what you didn't like? For me personally, I thought it was a good show. I enjoyed the Money in the Bank ladder match, Kevin Owens and John Cena, and the main event. And I thought it was cool, of course, the Primetime Players getting the tag team championships as well. So there you have it with that. And so yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully enjoy your weekend and enjoy the rest of the new week coming up ahead. I know I sure will. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next